First field goal for Doncic. He's got 4. Fighting off the screen with Anunoby chasing. The lob to Ayton from Doncic. And a timeout by the Knicks.
Because if you're a hard roller up the screen, guess who's a pretty good lob target?
Scored or assisted on 9 of the 11 points for the Lakers. Reaves gets past Bridges. Swing, Hachimura starting for the injured James. Cans a three-pointer.
And they get an easy bucket, and then you love the ball movement here and the efficient footwork.
Questionable with a neck injury, but playing through the pain. Shamet, a career best 10 points per game, 41% three-point shooting. Doncic able to hit that one as he's leaning forward. Doncic defended by Anunoby. 3 minutes into quarter number 3. Luka with 1 has to put it up. He's falling out of bounds. He lands in the first row and he makes the 3.
Where the clock is. Look at the position Ochi is in.
Lakers lead by 11. Their largest lead has been 13. It's been wire to wire so far. Right in front of Mike Brown, the Knicks coach. LeBron to make that look at Doncic. Shot clock to 10. Doncic has the ball in his hands now. Finds Kennard. Drives baseline. It's Hachimura. Now Doncic. Long 3. It's good.
All right, as you just heard from Jackson Hayes, Rui, really good game for the team today. You hit some shots. You were good on the glass, good defensively, but
I messed it up. Yeah, I missed a lot of shots and the misses. Yeah.
What got you guys over the hump today?
You know, I think it was an early game for us. You know, we talk about it. You know, this is going to be a really important game for us. And especially Braun was out, so, you know, someone had to step up. And I think as a team, we all stepped out. So, yeah, it was good. Great game, buddy.
It's gotten to a point where, you know, you're 5th in the NBA in three-point percentage. People shocked when you actually miss an open look, like in the second half. But you made up for it by doing other things, right?
Yeah, it was too early for me, you know. It was an early game. You know, I haven't done it since college, you know. So, but, yeah, we got this dub, so, yeah, that's all matters.
What did you think of the backcourt play with Luka and Austin, but getting you guys into good spots?
It was great, yeah. I think we had a great spacing today, and I think we did what we're supposed to do. Especially, I think our defense was really good. You know, they're a really good offense team, and then we hold them under 100. So yeah, that's a great defense.
It seemed like some good energy early from DeAndre Ayton today.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, he brought a great energy. You know, I think he made a couple of good big plays. You know, I think he was a big today.
All right, last one for you. You guys move forward with some additional difficult games against good teams. Is this a good blueprint for you against a good team, getting a win and playing good defense?
100%. You know, I think especially we lost them against them last month. So yeah, I think that was a great game, but yeah, for the whole team.
Appreciate it, Rui.
Win for the Lakers as they beat the surging Knicks 110-97. All the more impressive without LeBron James, missed his second straight, dealing with the elbow and the foot arthritis. But a lot of what we talked about heading into this one, at this point of the season, knowing what the schedule looks like ahead, you wanted to see a statement win versus a great team, big game, and the Lakers did just that. A lot of good contributions, but all-encompassing. I'll start with this. Your biggest takeaway watching this one from start to finish?
Luka.
Goes back to Luka.
I mean, he led the team. Look, 11-25, he hit 5 threes, took 16, as you just mentioned. But I thought, really, collectively, they decided to defend a little bit early in the game, and that's how they got their lead. I thought Rui's contribution early. I thought Marcus Smart, his defense, they had about 3 or 4 charges. So I think their decision to, you know, buck up and play some good defense, and then they shot the ball well. Rui shot well. Austin Reaves came alive. It was a good collective effort tonight. They got everybody involved. You know, Kennard hit some nice threes, and they toughed it out defensively is what I thought the game was really, you know, sold on tonight, Reaves.
Yeah, I thought they out-physicaled the Knicks.
Yeah.
Remember we said on the pregame show a couple weeks ago, Boston, a team right next to the Knicks in the standings, from that physical Eastern Conference, came in here and beat the Lakers. The Lakers were the Celtics tonight. Yeah. They were the one that took the hurt to the Knicks, holding them to 97. Allie, this Knicks team, just a couple days ago, went into Denver and scored 142 points.
Yep.
Lakers said, we're going to drop you way below that today. Really impressed by a bunch of guys. Marcus Smart, 1 for 10 shooting. That's not so good. Doesn't matter. He's plus 27 tonight. Took a couple charges. Austin Reaves, good to see him get his offensive mojo back. First time in 8 games, he broke the 20-point barrier. Also good defensively. A couple steals from Brunson down the stretch in the last couple minutes. You could sense that Knicks James got really frustrated with the good defense the Lakers are playing. Good win against a good opponent, and in a place where the Lakers haven't been great this year. On Crypto.com, on that home court, has not been great for the Lakers. Hey, everything all came together today. One of their best wins, a very necessary win as well.
Came in averaging 117. What did you think was the strongest part of the defense, and how did you think that ended up being a factor today?
The key to the game, and you know, we always have 3 keys defensively, 3 keys offensively. Really tonight, there was one key, and that was multiple efforts. And thought we did that throughout the game, not just in spurts. You know, the run where they got back into it, 2 things happened. It wasn't Brunson hitting tough 2s. It was the back-to-back transition 3s that we gave up. And then on the offensive end, you know, we had a stretch that we just couldn't make a shot. I mean, we were generating wide-open catch-and-shoot 3s from good shooters, and just couldn't knock them down. But, you know, you go down the stretch, you know, I think we had 3 or 4 possessions where we end up either deflection or steal, and all of that was on multiple efforts. Like, we were able to sustain that for all 4 quarters.
JJ, drawing a foul, an offensive foul, I should say, obviously is a turnover. It can sometimes take points off the board, but like, what is that type of commitment when you have, I think, 3 or 4 guys take one today, say about the defensive mentality that you had?
Yeah, that's a sacrificial play. I mean, you got to put your body on the line, and our guys have been motivated to do that all year. You know, we've been really good with charges, and for a lot of guys, you know, I think of AR, Smart, like they're not coming over to block shots on a Karl-Anthony Towns, right? It's that's your job as the low man. You can do verticality, you can block a shot, or you can take a charge. And I thought, you know, whether it was, you know, Luka, AR, Smart, like, you know, Smart had whatever, he had 1 for 10, but, you know, plus 27, and really, really impactful game from him. I think back to the, you know, the end of the 3rd quarter, you know, we've got a comfortable lead, but he saves 2 points when we turn the ball over at the end of the quarter by forcing Clarkson to pass it. So, you know, the charges were great. I thought, you know, based on what they just did in Denver and the comments I made to my coaching staff, just they were more physical than Denver, which is saying a lot because, you know, Denver's a physical team. Gordon was back in the lineup. Jokic is out there. I thought they were the more physical team, and tonight we were the more physical team.
JJ, over this stretch where you guys have struggled against the good teams or the best teams in the league, you guys have been in position to win some of those games down the stretch, and the offense hasn't been there for you, and that was, I think, in some ways the case last year, even in the series against Minnesota. What did you just kind of make the final 4 minutes from you guys tonight? Hit a couple big shots, but, like, I mean, played such good defense that it almost didn't matter. Like, what did you just kind of make of that specific stretch?
Well, we got good looks, and we you know, we had some low clock possessions, but part of it was we wanted to eat some clock. And my other just kind of observation on it was we had a first night back-to-back in Denver. And Denver, for anybody that's been in the NBA, and I'm sure you guys that have traveled, like, you know how long that trip is to the airport. And that, whether it's the first night or the second night, a Denver back-to-back always takes a lot out of you. And then we've got a quick turnaround after Friday's game, a 12:30 afternoon game. We lose an hour of sleep. So to me, this wasn't an offensive game. Like, it wasn't going to be an offensive game. This was going to be a gritty, tough game that we had to win with effort, and we did that.
To follow up, I mean, how many wins this season do you think you could describe that way? For, like, that hasn't really been this group's overarching identity, but it feels like more recently there's been a handful. Are you encouraged by that?
Yeah, again, I mean, I'm not in a position where I can overreact. I let you guys do that. Fans, rightfully so, should always overreact. It's what makes fandom so awesome. I know as a kid, growing up as a Duke fan. I cried after every single Duke game. Yeah, Dean Smith cut it. I cried after every Duke game they lost. Like I was an overreactor. You know, my job is not to overreact. We're 15-9 in our last 24. We're a top 10 offense, a top 15 defense. Like that's what we wanted to be coming into the season with this group, and that's where our group is right now.
In a wire-to-wire win, you guys hold the Knicks to 97 points, force 18 turnovers. How would you describe the physicality that you showed up with tonight?
Just thought we played hard, stuck to the game plan, and competed. That's what it came down to. Is I think we played harder than them, and we set the tone early and had a really good third quarter.
And you had an efficient 25 points, 5 assists, and also 3 steals. Where did you find your rhythm?
Just playing basketball, playing the right way, continuing to grind through a couple tough games, and just play the right way and have fun.
JJ's message to us was, in addition to being very positive, but don't overreact, right? Like the team has been trending in a good direction, and this is more proof of it. Did it feel like, though, considering the way you guys have played against some of the better teams in the league, that this was something?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with JJ. I feel like we're doing some really good things, and we still have room for improvement. But tonight was a good step in the right direction. They're a really good team. I think they told me out there that they averaged 117 to hold a team to 97 points. That caliber just shows that our grittiness that we've become to enjoy to do on the defensive end.
Maybe other than like an alley-oop or something like that, there might be no other play that you guys make that gets the bench as excited as someone taking a charge. And several guys did it tonight. What did that show about the commitment to the defensive end?
You good? Come on now, TT. I get one now. I forgot what you said.
You guys, the bench gets super excited when a guy takes a charge.
I got you. Yeah. It's just a winning play. It just shows your commitment to winning basketball, and I feel like we have everybody in this locker room that'll do that. Maybe some more than others, but when it comes down to it, I feel like with high confidence that if we need it, someone will stand in there and take a charge, unless it's me against Zion.
Austin, JJ said that his message to you recently has been to be yourself. As the big three is trying to find their rhythm together. What was your approach tonight?
Have fun. Woke up early game, was tired when I got here, and just told myself to have fun. I don't feel like I played bad. We just haven't made a lot of shots, and I feel like I've done a lot of other things well. But just continuing to play the game the right way, and I feel like good. We're going to be good.